Well, you enjoyed the sunshine through the course of your afternoon today. That is going to be shaken up fairly quickly by the high winds that will rattle the area into Thursday. Highs will make it through the low to mid 40s. Morning rain showers, then gusty winds that will take over lunchtime and into the afternoon. That's going to usher in cooler air. And we're going to feel it for Friday and Saturday. Nothing that's going to be extremely harsh, but chilly weather even for mid-February standards, with some sun breaking out by the end of the weekend. But look at this, though. Bright, beautiful skies. That sun going to be going down just over 20 minutes from right now. And with the clear skies, did manage to reach into the lower 40s, hit 42 degrees right on the nose today with the calmer winds, clear skies, and abundant sunshine. Certainly felt great through the afternoon. Now, we'll have clear skies the next few hours, but let's scroll ahead in that hour-by-hour forecast. There's the clouds that will return tomorrow morning. I do anticipate it is still going to be dry for that morning bus stop forecast. Mainly cloudy skies, a bit on the chilly side, lower 30s, and by the time the afternoon rolls around, the kids going to be facing those gusty winds, 40 to 45 miles per hour into the afternoon. Now, many areas did reach 40 or warmer, a little cooler near the lake shore today. We'll widen the picture out. Next storm system, it's going to be racing toward the area. It is this system that is bringing some rain and snow back into the central and northern plains. When it arrives into our area, going to be mainly in the form of some colder raindrops. Snow, just something that hasn't been happening this season. Still stuck at 9 inches of snow for the season. That deficit continues to grow through the day today. Right around the 26-inch mark is where we typically would be, and we are not expecting snow to accumulate this week, but we are expecting the rain and the wind. Let's send it over to meteorologist John Birchfield. John, you got a breakdown of when that wet weather is going to arrive in the hour-by-hour forecast.
Yeah, Chris, expecting some damp conditions for your Thursday morning, but the bigger story for tomorrow's weather is going to be those gusty winds that really start to kick up into the afternoon. Now, we're watching a storm system that is currently several states away in the upper Midwest, and that system is going to bring us the change in the weather that comes in the form of some rain showers early in the day, coupled by a very windy Thursday afternoon. Let's set the clock into motion as that low pressure and cold front move on through. We're going to be tracking it from the west-northwest moving on in. We have this little band of showers that's going to come through early Thursday. By about 8 to 10 a.m. is when we can expect some damp conditions that will wet those roadways. The winds really start to kick up behind that front, and the winds are going to be blowing from the west-northwest. Could be talking some winds gusting up to 45 miles per hour with wind advisories that are in play as this strong cold front pushes on through. The winds diminish ever so slightly on Friday. There could be a few isolated snow flurries, but no signs, as Chris mentioned, no signs of any major accumulations on the horizon. Wind gusts will be the big story for your Thursday. Enjoy this calm and quiet evening. We have single-digit wind speeds for the rest of your Wednesday evening. By Thursday morning, winds are going to be gusting 20 to 30 miles an hour, and the strongest of the winds pick up during the afternoon when 45-mile-an-hour gusts are going to be possible. Planning out your day, by the afternoon and early evening, that is when the strongest of the winds are going to take shape, and it'll still be blustery into the early evening. And again, those winds are going to be blowing from the west-northwest, certainly looking very breezy, but we do have some calmer weather on the horizon, Chris, and also looking at some warmer weather as well for those folks who are looking forward to spring.
And John, we've got a holiday weekend approaching as well, and we're still remaining snow-free now through the weekend, aren't we?
Yeah, not seeing any signs of a major pattern flip that'll bring us any sustained cold, let alone snow.
And that's something John and I were talking behind the scenes earlier before the shows. I mean, winter really running out of time here. John, we have a little snow in that 10-day forecast. Appreciate that update, meteorologist John Birchfield. John highlighted the winds that roar into the area for Thursday, so heads up to those higher wind gusts. We do turn cooler Friday, Saturday, but a quick rebound. Winter just really has never been able to sustain any long-term cold. Back into the low 40s Sunday. It'll be a mostly sunny end of the weekend, and that extended portion of the holiday weekend, it does take us into Monday, President's Day, 48 degrees, and look toward this, right around 50 for the high. Tuesday and Wednesday could peak out right around the lower 50s on Wednesday, and that'll keep us fairly warm even toward the end of that 10-day forecast, right around 40 degrees, which is what we would typically see on average as we head into the end of February.